So video, let's talk about video and getting more comfortable and 5 strategies to be more comfortable in front of the camera. So I just said this on a different training, but I believe it. And it was something someone else said on a different training the other day is we are not selling properties. We're selling ourselves. It's a very, very personal business. A lot of times when people hire you, they're only meeting with you. Sometimes, people meet with a couple different people, but a lot of times they're just meeting with one person or two, and they really want to know, and trust you. And video strategically is one of those things that you can do to help people get to know you, right? A lot of times when I go to an appointment, people already feel like they know me. They're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I know you because of video. And this was not comfortable for me, guys, in the beginning, but I did a major career change at 40 and I needed to do something different and I was willing to do it. So I really encourage you guys who are not showing up to show up on video. Let people get to know you, and you will just simply do more business. I think there's an art to it, but let's talk about this. The more comfortable you are, this does not need to be, this is very simple, the things I'm going to talk about, but the more comfortable you are and the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become. But if here's the thing, you can do a million different videos and select one, right? And then post it. So that's the nice thing. You're not going live. I mean, you can go live, but a lot of times you just do, a bunch of videos. But here's the thing, the candid ones, and sometimes even when you mess up, people like that. People like to know you're real and not perfected. So I would really encourage that as well. Okay, so strategies to make you more comfortable in front of the camera. Okay, so number 1, people ask me all the time, what do I need? What do I need to buy? Do I need ring lights? What do I need? Nope, you need one thing. You need a great phone. This phone is more expensive. It has these 3 cameras. It allows me to go wide. It allows me to do cinematic mode or whatever that is. And sometimes I like that. I actually don't use that a lot, but just this simple camera to me is magic. My background is pro wedding photography. I was a pro wedding photographer for 15 years, all the gear, all the expensive gear. And guess what I have it boiled down to? One phone. That's all you need is an amazing phone. You do not need all the things. Now, have I bought all the things? This is for my car and it falls off so I can do video. This is a little gadget that also is really cool, but bottom line is I just don't take the time to use this. This is something that will follow you. You put your phone on and it follows you. Okay, all these things are awesome. I buy them all the time. But then bottom line is I'm busy and I don't use them. So pick something, even if it's a selfie stick, whatever it is, but then just do it. Just do it. Don't get lost in needing all the equipment or ring lights and all the things, okay? To me, it's just my phone. Okay, that's all you need is a good phone. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is the right light. We all know, and especially I probably have a lot of women on here. We all know that if we feel like we look like HELL, we're not going to post it, right? We're like, oh, I sounded bad. I looked bad. I'm not going to post it, right? And we only have so much time. You got to post it. Be real. This is how you look. This is how you look, post it. But let's be very real too. Let's talk about light. And this is something that gets missed and it's the simplest thing. And this is what people should be talking about the most. And I know this from having a photo background, right? Your light matters. Like me right now, there's a reason why, I mean, it's not like I look amazing, but there's a reason why I'm sitting in this light right now. That's my window. Okay, watch how much this ages me right now by a lot of years. Okay. This is the wrong light. Okay. I don't like how I look. I'm super backlit. It's a hot mess back there. Right. But there's such a difference, guys, in the right light. So watch your backgrounds, make sure you have somewhat of a interesting background that's whatever, but put yourself in the right light. If you put yourself in front of a window, right, your skin tones are just going to look better. Okay. I think that's really simple, but a lot of us don't post because we simply don't like how we look. So get over it, put yourself in the right light. Okay, but then let's be real. Number 3 is there's apps that you can use to make it look a little better. Now, I think you have to be careful because you want to look like yourself. I know I see people with sparkles and, they're glowing, and then it's like you see them in person, you're like, Oh, that's what you look like in person. So to each their own. I am definitely guilty of using apps and making myself feel a little better, but I don't want to do it too much. But I'm going to talk about a couple of these apps that you can use. So here's the beauty of it, guys, is you can record 100 videos and then pick the best one. I notice that the more videos I do, the more nervous I get. So I don't do that anymore and I don't have time for it. But guys, this has been something over years and years and years that I've developed and gotten more comfortable. I know now that I only have so much time. So if I don't nail it in the first couple, I'm not going to use it, right? My hair doesn't have to be perfect. My makeup, doesn't have to be perfect. There's some days where I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I posted that. But be real. People want to know you. You don't have to have full hair and makeup done every time, right? But there are apps that you can use. So my top two are Facetune Video and Clear Video. I liked Clear Video. I used it forever and then something goofy happened with it and I deleted it because something good. But Facetune. So I'm going to show you guys just a really quick. So this bottom one, that's what Facetune looks like. And that's the new one that I'm currently using. So I'm going to pull this up and I'm just going to give you guys an idea. This is one that I dragged myself into the other day. And basically from me, I'm 47. I don't know, whatever, everyone has their own things as far as how they feel. I always feel like I have bags under my eyes, probably because I don't sleep a lot because I'm working, but whatever. So I do retouch. And my thing every time, this is perfect. My thing every time is I do smoother. So I'm going to bring this down. That is me before. It's just a terrible spot. And then if I go all the way up on smoother, which usually I don't go all the way up, but you guys can kind of see, it just smooths out my skin. It makes me feel a little bit better about that. So sometimes it's too much and you look like you're glowing and I don't like that, but this is what I do. And then all that I have to do is I check that and up here, I save it. And I save it to my phone and then I go in my photos. Heading to a photo shoot. Yeah, whatever, it turned off. But anyways, so now I have my video. Now I feel a little bit better about it. So there are apps that you can use. Don't be afraid to use apps. I'd be a little cautious of making them look too perfect. Okay. But don't be afraid to use apps. So that was number 3. So again, we're talking about being comfortable in front of the camera. So you are doing more video. So you are showing up so people can get to know you because they're hiring you. They want to know, like, and trust you, right? Number 4, be you. Screw up. You can even, some of the stuff, guys, that is getting the most engagement is when you're like, oh my gosh, this happened. Oh my gosh. And it's not necessarily something like rainbows and unicorns. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. And it's personal, or it's our families, or it's our dogs, right? Like, what are the things that people engage with the most? Like, be you. A lot of times we're, it's been hard for me over time to realize that, but I've had to show up myself more. I like to just post business and homes, but the stuff that's getting the most engagement is things about you and being personal. You got to set boundaries around that and decide what you're willing to share. I don't share everything, but I do share, and I let some people into some things, but I do have boundaries around it. But it does seem to be the stuff that's personal that gets more engagement. So the biggest thing that I would say about getting comfortable is just be you. If you screw up, if you say, if you say the wrong thing, just keep going and be you. And then number 5 is batch your content. So I say this and then I am guilty of not doing it, but there are times where I'm running around in yoga gear all day. And then there's, a day of the week where maybe I put hair and I do my hair and put some makeup on. Like, it's different things all the time, right? But I keep a list in my notes of video topics that I want to do, and you can batch stuff. So that one day that you decide to get ready and you feel better, maybe you change your outfit a couple times, and maybe you're just batching that. So you have topics and you have video for the next couple weeks. So consider batching it too and doing it all at once. Okay. So it's that simple. It's that simple. For those of you who are not doing a lot of video, get over yourself. It's like an ego thing. It's hard to do sometimes, but what if I told you would increase your business and could multiply your business by showing up on video? That's what happened for me. So some of these things are hard to do and getting uncomfortable, you know, as having growth, the quotes that I relate to a lot of times are, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to do uncomfortable things to grow. And if that's something for you that's uncomfortable, maybe you need to shove yourself in front of the camera more and do some video if you're willing to grow. So there you go. Keep it simple, show up, be authentic, be you, add value. There's more and more trainings that I do on YouTube on this of what are the topics. I do believe too, on not just showing up and being, you know, I'm drinking again, I'm, you know, on a boat again. Like, I do believe that you should show up too with some business and adding content that's valuable to people, as well as, you know, sharing your personal stuff too. So it's definitely a mix, and everyone's different. You got to figure it out. So thanks for being on here, guys. Have a super great day. I will hang out for a couple questions if anyone would like to hang on. Appreciate everyone being on here.